the Nerd Show. Podcast Radio. She's a nerd, he's a nerd, talking about what we know. Nerd Podcast Radio. We're all nerds, we're all nerds, buckle up, cause here we go. Nerd Podcast Radio. Welcome everybody to the Nerd Podcast Radio. Welcome everybody to the Nerd Podcast Radio.
Welcome to Nerd Podcast Radio, your nerd home away from home.
Welcome to Nerd Podcast Radio. This Brian here, joined by David the Unpopular.
Hey, everybody.
And Anya on my mind.
What's up? What's up, everyone?
Today we have a topic that we're going to talk about. And
Wow,
that topic, yeah, we do. One of the things I was thinking is that podcasts are getting a little old. Podcasts are starting to wear thin. A lot of podcasts are adapting into video models. And, you know, it's one of those things in the media that's shifting. But that's just my unpopular opinion, which is the topic we're covering today.
I don't think that's an unpopular opinion, but okay.
Yeah, that's true. I think that's a pretty common opinion.
Just stating a fact. Yeah, just stating a fact about the world.
Yeah, I think it's an unpopular opinion. Is that an unpopular opinion, or am I just wrong?
Okay. I think that there are a handful of podcasts that are doing super well, but I think a lot of them are being astroturfed, and we're starting to get into like political discussions at this point.
That's a very topical opinion. But we're going to be talking about unpopular opinions. But first,
we're going to play everybody's favorite game, What's Nerdy With You, where we talk about the nerdy things we've done over the last couple of weeks, and then we vote using Mike Myler's patented widget system.
And we use the widgets to power air conditioning at David's house.
If you'd like to see me slowly melt, go to patreon.com/nerdpodcastradio, and you can watch our video feed as I slowly melt.
Oh, yeah, that's our topless feature for patrons.
Fucking hell.
Is it hot there, Anya?
I mean, it's pretty hot, but like
This has been the longest stretch in LA of days over 90 degrees in like 40 years.
it has been pretty hot though. Yeah, it's been pretty.
It's been consistently hot every day for the past like 3 weeks, and it's the longest stretch of that in 40 years.
Yeah, it's been pretty bad.
Well, I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you first, then, so you can have a bit of a mental break. What's dirty with you?
Me?
Yeah.
Let's see. I went to Strategicon over the weekend, had a lot of fun, played a lot of Pathfinder, got some miniatures in.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, not too bad.
Fun.
Got home, went to work on Wednesday, started coming down with some con crud. Left work early on Wednesday, didn't go in Thursday, didn't go in Friday. But it's been a miserable like 4 or 5 days. So my nerdy thing, I've been watching a lot of Netflix and playing a lot of World of Warcraft and Old Republic on Star Wars Old Republic, just because I don't have anything else to do. And it's so hot and humid, I can't sleep.
Right.
What?
We got sick too?
Yeah.
This is the first time I've gotten sick since starting hormones. I've not gotten sick until now.
Fun. Lucky you. Yeah, it's been
kind of. I used to get sick every month.
I feel that way sometimes. I get sick quite often. It depends. Sometimes I go months without it, and other times I get quite ill over and over again. It just depends. I don't know. All I know is I'm so tired. I'm sick and tired of being hot, and sticky, and sweaty all the time. If I wanted to live it like this, I'd move to Florida.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. Fucking sun. Can you just go blow up the sun? Then it'll be fine. You don't have to worry about it ever again.
That'd be bad. I think we would die.
We tried. I mean, we tried once, but then we ended up with an extra dimensional portal.
Oh, right. Never mind. Anya, what's nerdy with you?
Okay. So I have two things, and they all kind of happen kind of closely together, weirdly enough. So first one, I've been writing a new story that I'm going to try to put out in October. It's going to be all spooky. It's gonna be a lesbian romance between our main character and a fairy vampire. And I know you're like, fairy vampire, what? They exist. They're in the folklore. They're Scottish fairies. They're called Bavanshi. They exist. They're real folklore fairies. So I'm writing a story about it, and I thought of a really interesting idea so I wanted to make it to where, like, obviously you don't know the like fey creature's name because like that's a whole big thing in like fairy like folklore. It's like not knowing names, not knowing real names. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to actually have a way for you to, in the story, piece some clues together to actually figure out her real name. So I was piecing together fun little puzzles that included things like basic, very basic, not complicated, but basic name translation, astrology, using Ogham as divination.
Sounds like you had to do a lot of research.
So I did that for like a day, making a like nerdy little puzzle of figuring out the name of a character in a story that I'm writing. For no reason, by the way. None of this contributes to like the plot of the story. I was just like, this is neat.
It's called world building, damn it.
It is world building.
You should have a whole page that the page is a cipher.
Ha.
Oh, it's not that complex. That would be neat, but it's not that complex. Yeah. I could tell you guys off the thing if you guys want. And then the other thing, so this happened kind of last night. So I was running around just like messing around on Blue Sky, and then I noticed there was this like trans woman on Blue Sky posting about this like miniature like painting tournament thing that she won. I was like, oh wow, that's cool. I was like, let's check it out. I was like, oh wow, these models look really cool. And I was like, why is her name that Sarah Clancy? And then it turns out, oh, that's Tom Clancy's daughter. And this is how I found out. And then I proceeded to have a conversation with Tom Clancy's trans daughter about Warhammer 40K painting miniatures.
Wow.
So
Tom Clancy's actual daughter. Nice.
So I don't even need to share anything because first off, Anya started hers with, I'm writing a lesbian romance about a vampire fairy.
I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of those out there, but
It's
I'm
the
just kidding.
nerdiest fucking sentence.
It is very nerdy.
Followed by, I met Tom Clancy's daughter online.
Yeah, that was one I was not expecting.
I wasn't either.
My nerdy thing is I prep my game and I used Google Gemini to brainstorm and help me come up with ideas. That was mine.
Fun.
Well,
Yeah,
not bad.
I came up with the idea for the Lady of Ash and Brine, which I'm really excited about.
Ooh, that sounds like a really actually interesting name.
Well, the party encountered an emissary of the underworld who was a Katrina, a folklore from like Dia de los Muertos, where it's a guide for the dead.
Oh, okay.
And she was guiding a sailor to the underworld, so she disguised herself as a pirate, and she drank the rum of the goddess of the pirates and got permanently transformed into that disguise.
Sounds like a One Piece plot.
It does, though. It really does.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, but just saying.
Well, the specific things that Google Gemini helped me come up with, one of the things I discovered was Google Gemini is really good at piecing together the lore from the OGL, the Orc resources and archives of Nethys.
Well,
so
you're able to scan everything that's been written on there and summarize it quickly. It's very easy to find the lore.
Like
if you're trying to do it by hand, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like having a friend that really, really understands the lore. So I could be like, I did this stuff with this god and this stuff with this god, and this is the stuff the party's into. Any ideas? And it's like, yeah. I love how they've developed it to kind of match your energy. So it starts acting like a nerd when it talks to you. I know it's stealing someone's personality from the internet, but still, I got some good information from my game and I'm excited. I think that kind of thing is a good use for it, a good tool.
That's pretty fun. Yeah, that's pretty cute.
Yeah.
Pretty fun.
Especially because I was sitting there going, I have so much going on in my game. I'm going to have to create a flowchart to really understand anything. So it was a lot easier to spell it out into a prompt and have it kind of organize all my information and give me a giant list of, well, you could do this and you can do this and you could do this and this could happen and this could happen and this could happen. And I was like, I don't like any of those ideas. What if this happens? That's great. What if you did this and this and this? And you could call the character the Lady of Ash and Brine. And that was the one thing I took from Google Gemini that I was like, I like that. I like that name. That is a very cool name for a character.
It is a good one.
And then I'm stealing Pirates of the Caribbean, and she's going to turn into Skeleton in the Moonlight. I'm totally doing that. I know it's a trope that existed before Pirates of the Caribbean, but no one's going to think of it.
Yeah, no one's going to think that. No, for sure.
I think if you're running a game that has pirates, you have to do a person turns into a skeleton in the moonlight at one point. you have to do that reference.
I mean, it's almost contractually
Yeah,
obligated.
it's kind of mandatory now at this point.
Well, I'm literally going to have her show up and be like, "You made me fail my job. You made me leave a soul. You made me leave a soul out. Now it was deserved, and you were able to do it. But a debt must be paid, and that debt must be paid by you." And she's gonna point into the moonlight and have the skeletal hand show up and have her. It's gonna be real dramatic, and I'm excited. So yes.
Damn, I love it. That's
And there's going to be a fairy vampire in it because I need the witches.
Nice. Yeah. So basically, she's gonna look at them and go, "Your ass is grass, and I'm starting up my lawnmower."
Yeah.
That's fun. Okay, so time for winners or voting, right?
Oh yeah, voting. Let's see. I'm going to give 2 each to Brian and Anya.
Yeah, all 4 of mine are going to Anya. You go ahead, Anya.
Yay! I'll give my 2 to David and Brian. I'll share my 2 to you guys.
Yay, Anya, you win. Yay.
No, I tied with Anya.
Huh?
You got 4, Anya got 6, and I got 2. How did you win?
Oh, true.
Please explain this math to me. I know it's a very unpopular opinion, but
Speaking of unpopular opinions, that's what we're talking about today.
You're welcome, Mr. I Need
And
Help
if
with
you want to
segues.
see people's reaction to that terrible segue, you can go to patreon.com/nerdpodcastradio.
People's reactions, you mean yours?
No, more like David just cracking up.
Oh, I know. Always fun. Always fun.
Well, speaking of introductions, we're going to be talking about unpopular opinions today.
Okay.
And this will be like you like a movie that you think most people don't like, or there's going to be a lot of things that we're going to be like, this is my unpopular opinion, and the other 2 people are going to go, that sounds good. That's going to happen.
Yeah.
And there might be a fight at some point because David and I are both here, and so we will. And also, it's very hot over there, so there probably will be a fight. If you want to see that happen, you can go to patreon.com/nerdpodcastradio.
Ding, number 3. So my biggest hill that I'll die on, as they say, is Star Wars related, and I cannot abide when people fully believe that stormtroopers are terrible shots and are the worst soldiers in the world, based solely on their performance during the original Star Wars movies.
David, that is 100% unpopular opinion, but I do agree with it because everybody talks about how terrible of a shot they are.
Yeah, they're not.
Except
they were the
for
most
Obi-Wan.
Yeah, they're the most feared warriors in the fucking galaxy. They missed all those shots because they let them go.
Or
Vader wanted them to
what
get
if
away.
It was the Force? What if it was the
No. Vader wanted them to get away, which is why no one even got injured.
Do you really think that's what it is?
It's telegraphed in the
Leia
movie.
even says it. Are you kidding? They let us go. It's the only reason that was so easy to escape. And quite frankly, they had to do some crazy things, but it wasn't that hard for them to escape.
Yeah, when they escaped and Boba Fett was riding on the back of the ship, but that was Empire, right?
Yeah, that one was Empire.
Well, I mean, if they, like you said, they had to do some shit, but they were basically able to, but it wasn't that hard for them to escape. If you think about it from a person who's like, I want you to escape, but I don't want you to know that I want you to escape. I will put challenges in your way, just challenges I know that you'll be able to beat.
Yeah, they
pretty much.
Yeah, they didn't want them to think that they were invincible.
I mean, when the ship got away, they sent four TIE fighters after them.
Yeah,
that's it.
In A New Hope,
that Star Destroyer, or that Death Star holds 144 squadrons. Why would they only send 4 ships?
In A New Hope, the biggest danger they were in was their fault.
Yeah, 1,000%.
When they went in the trash compactor.
Yep.
Yeah, what do you think, Anya? Is this unpopular?
That right there is 100% my hill I'll die on.
Well, I guess my only question about this whole thing is, like, why did Vader want them to escape, though?
Because they wanted to find the rebel base.
Oh, they wanted to find the rebel base. Yeah.
They were tracking the Falcon.
Right,
but here's a really good thing. Is there evidence in the original trilogy of stormtroopers being terrible shots?
Besides that, besides them missing every shot they can on the Death Star, no.
Yeah, it's just that one part.
Yeah, even Ben Kenobi said Imperial Stormtroopers, these blast marks are too precise for sand people. Only Imperial Stormtroopers are that good.
Everyone remembers that scene when they're escaping the Death Star, and there were some missed shots on Tatooine, but a lot of that in the original, like they with the remasters, they added that big giant room of stormtroopers, which wasn't
Yeah.
in the
It was
wasn't
actually
in
supposed
the
to be
original
just a dead
movies.
end.
Yeah,
And the four of them turned around and they leveled blasters at him, and they turned around and ran the other way.
yeah.
Yeah, the entire room full of stormtroopers was Lucas fucking with things in the special editions to make himself feel better.
I think that is a fantastic hill to die on, and I think that there are tons of videos online arguing the same thing.
Oh, I'm sure, but it's still one of those things that everybody just will dogpile on me for sometimes. Like, oh, all right, let's go. I got answers. Let's fight. Because in every single book in the extended universe and everything, all it does is praise the efficiency and the absolute terror of just how good Imperial stormtroopers were compared to other forces that are around the galaxy. It's like literally, you get a great example from our own history would be something like, a bunch of peasants are fighting and all of a sudden a bunch of samurai show up.
Well, I mean, if you look at like the invasion of Hoth in Empire, they didn't miss anybody.
No, they did that. They executed that almost perfectly. I mean, the whole tow cables and snow speeders thing was unexpected, which is why it threw them for such a loop. But
I think anything that's not an energy weapon would be surprised.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The Empire wasn't expecting them to be able to do that, and the walkers that they had were not built for for defenses. Like, they were actually meant to be augmented by other things that would give them protection from airships like that, and they weren't there. The scout walkers are used anti-aircraft as well as anti-personnel reasons. The little walkers,
Yeah,
their weapons are better to tracking and shooting down flying targets than the giant turbo lasers on the AT-AT.
all right. I got an unpopular opinion. I don't think this is a hill I'm going to die on because I think M. Night Shyamalan's The Village is a good movie.
You think?
I've only ever seen it the once, and I honestly didn't like it all that much. But then again, I'm not really a Shyamalan fan, so
I watched it. The first time I watched it, I was highly disappointed in the ending, and it kind of ruined the movie for me. And I realized later, I was like, I had an expectation of a fantastic twist because we had two really, really good twists and then one okay twist. So it was like Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, and then Signs. So when The Village came out, I was all amped up for a really good twist, and then I had the rug pulled out under me. But when I watched it a second time, I was like, the themes and stuff in this movie are really cool. And the twist, I mean, yeah, it wasn't that big of a deal. You could figure it out if you paid attention, but it was fine. I mean, if someone else had made that movie and I was caught off guard by it and didn't have expectations, I think I would have loved it when I first saw it. But because I had them, I mean, the whole story of her friend killing her friend who had developmental challenges, killing her boyfriend or killing her love interest because he was jealous is just heart-wrenching. But it's a long time ago, so you probably don't remember. And Adrian Brody was a really good actor in that movie. I always like him. But yeah, that I do. It is my unpopular opinion because I saw it again and was like, oh, this is not as bad as I thought it was. Mm-hmm. Because I had expectations. I think when I started dropping my expectations before seeing movies, I started enjoying them more. And I started telling people I liked a movie and they would tell me, oh, why? That movie was terrible, more often. Mm. Like I would start liking movies that other people didn't like more. But you would understand that as a film student. Like you could watch a movie as a different way to.
Oh, yeah. And yeah. I stopped watching previews a long time ago, too. If I can avoid seeing a preview for a movie, I do it. I don't like getting things spoiled that way. And like when the first of the new Star Wars movies came out, the last Skywalker, whichever one it was, I don't remember. Number 7. I forget the name of it. I don't remember the sub names of the last 3 movies. It's been a while. But when that one came out, I purposefully did not watch a single trailer. Every time a preview for it came on in a theater, I was watching something else, I would shut my eyes and cover my ears. I did not want a spoiler for anything. And I went into it completely blind, having no idea what was going on. And I enjoyed it a lot more that way because, you don't get your hopes up for anything. It's really great. There's absolutely no way to disappoint yourself if you have no expectations going in.
I mean, that is true. Like, if you just go in just like, I don't expect this to be good or bad, you're going to come out and be like, oh, that was whatever I thought it was.
It's like when I saw There Will Be Blood. I had no idea what it was about. My buddy and I were at a movie theater going, oh, what time is it? What's playing? There Will Be Blood. What the hell is that? I don't know. Let's go see it. Okay. So we just went in and we watched arguably one of the greatest movies I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, I heard really good things about it.
Oh, it's slow as shit, but it is so good. Like the first
Um,
20 minutes of the movie, there's no dialogue, none.
I haven't seen it.
It's amazing. Daniel
I mean-
Day-Lewis is a tour de force.
I know about the "I drink your milkshake"
Yeah.
because of the meme, but I don't know anything about the
Oh, that
movie
is
other than
such a fucking powerful scene. It
Is that
literally
some-
is the climax of the entire movie.
that. Does that have something to do with oil?
Yes.
Okay.
It actually takes place in and around Signal Hill, California,
Oh,
back in the early 1900s, maybe even the late 1800s. I don't remember exactly when.
yeah, I'll have to watch that.
But yeah, it's all about finding oil and the pipelines and everything of the battle of the people that actually own the land and everything in and around the Signal Hill oil fields.
It isn't an unpopular opinion, but I will say I haven't seen any movies with Daniel Day-Lewis in them.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. He's
It's just that
he is
thing
an
that
amazing
happened.
actor.
Yeah.
Like everything I've seen him in is fantastic. I mean, he's the way he does method is insane. Like apparently when he was filming There Will Be Blood, he lives as that character. He's not Daniel Day-Lewis anymore. He is that character. Offset, onset, doesn't matter. That's how he stays method.
When he retired to make shoes.
Yeah.
I always thought that was cool.
Well, because he spent a year learning how to make dresses for the movie where he was a tailor. Made dresses by hand, one of the oldest dressmakers in Italy or something like that. And it was insane.
I'm looking it up.
Might have been France, not Italy. But yeah, he spent entire years an apprentice dressmaker at one of the oldest dressmaking shops in the world just to learn the trade to better understand his character.
Oh, Phantom Thread.
Yeah, that one.
I've heard that was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got a question for Anya, and this is a multi-part question.
Oh,
Anya,
yo,
pick a franchise you like.
a franchise I like.
Yeah, it can be it doesn't matter if I know about it. It can be like a movie franchise or book franchise or just a popular franchise.
Okay, fuck it, let's go. Let's go. Sisters of Dorley Hall.
Okay, tell me a little bit about that first.
Okay, I've mentioned it before, but it's a book series I read, written by a trans woman. Main character is this trans girl. She's trying to figure out what happened to like her best friend. And she kind of sleuths around, finds out that like the college that her best friend was going to, she suspects the college kidnaps secret trans women and basically helps them transition secretly. No, actually, what they do is they kidnap just dudes. They just kidnap men. But men who do bad things like sexual harassers, one of them like beat up his gay brother so bad he almost killed him, like things like that. And they basically give them the choice of basically become a woman or you don't know what happens to the people that say no.
Okay, I'm gonna go with this. I think that's a great choice. If you could remove one character from that series, who would it be and why?
Ooh.
You might have picked the wrong one.
Oh no. Oh no, why would you do this to me?
It's an unpopular opinion episode. You should have known I was going to ruin your series.
Oh, I've got another Star Wars based on popular opinion, but I'll wait.
Yeah, Anya might have to think about it for a bit. Well,
I might actually have to think about this.
yeah. Anya's going to think about how that series series could be improved by removing a
that's a
character.
hard one.
But David, go ahead.
Oh, people are gonna hate me for this, but Jar Jar didn't actually do anything wrong.
Yeah, me too.
He
We're right with each other, David.
I mean, he did everything that he was supposed to do. He got made an ambassador to the planet he was on, and he might have started the whole Empire thing by helping promote Palpatine to the Supreme Chancellor the way he did, but he didn't do anything wrong.
He did it legally.
Yeah, he did it with the best of intentions and had no idea that he was being used.
Yeah.
As much as I hate the character, I can't fault him.
I think you can. There are some negative things about, like, he was naive and
Well, that's why I said he got
probably a little
used.
ignorant.
I mean,
Yeah, he got very used and probably shouldn't have been in that role.
Oh, not at all. He had no business being in that role. But yeah, it's yeah. It's one of those. It's like, yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, you can hate him
I
hate him for other reasons. I don't hate him for what he did there. That was what he was supposed to do.
In the current canon, I don't think he deserved the fate he got.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, where he was basically a leper to everybody on Naboo.
Mm-hmm.
I got a question for you, David.
It's hard.
Yo,
Yeah, Anya's still trying to
Yeah,
figure it
it
out.
is.
I got a question for you.
okay.
Why did Jar Jar get exiled? Because he says a bunch of gibberish when they ask him.
If memory serves, I believe from the comic books I read about his early times, he was a klutz and caused a lot of little accidents that turned into bigger accidents where some people got killed. And there was one time, I believe, in a big mess hall when he started basically a fire by accident, and a bunch of people and finally they're just like, look, no, we're done cleaning up your mess, get out. And after so long and so many just screw ups, they finally just ejected him from the society easier.
Yeah, the reason he gave was what did he did something to the boss's what did he call it?
Yeah, that was I know what you're talking about, but yeah, that was the last straw. But yeah, he had been a fuck up pretty much his whole life.
The hay bibbler.
Yeah, that was the last straw. But that definitely was the impetus for what got him thrown out. That's why
here's an unpopular opinion. So I was really surprised by all the hate on Jar Jar after.
Well,
but while I was watching the Phantom Menace, and they got to the Trade Federation, they had the representatives of the Trade Federation. As soon as they talked, I went, "Holy shit, that's racist!"
Yeah.
But when Jar Jar showed up and talked, I didn't think that.
Well, that was the thing. In the original trilogy, C-3PO and R2-D2 were the cute characters for the kids, and then in the Return of the Jedi, they went with the Ewoks for the cute characters for the kids, and in the Phantom Menace, it was the cartoon rabbit that steps in the poopy.
Yeah. No, I didn't have a problem with it at all. I don't think a lot of people did. I think the internet amplified it quite a bit.
He was annoying. His vocal characterizations are a little grating at first, unless you get used to him. And just going in like the first time, just like, what the fuck is this guy even doing here?
All right, you are out of time, Anya. What character is not going to be in that series?
Okay, I'm just gonna have to base this on like what I know, because there's like 4 books in the series. And I haven't even started book 3 yet.
Well, who would you remove from the first 2 books you read?
So what I would say is I would probably, oh no, because he was such a good,
remove the main character, Anya. Do it.
Good villain.
Do it. You know you want to. Feel the hate go through you.
Okay, so as a joke answer, my joke answer was remove the main character, but to replace it with me. That was like my dumb joke answer.
I mean, technically, that's what you're supposed to do when you read things anyway. At least that's in my mind.
Well, here's where it gets really weird. So the main character in the story is a white girl with red hair, freckles, blue eyes, was raised in like a Christian family. And the thing about Dorley and her is she would have never gotten picked up by Dorley at all. She was always too nice. The whole thing is they take the bad boys who do bad things. She would have never been kidnapped. The only way she ends up is she stumbled upon it by accident, basically. But otherwise, she would have never been in there. So I was like, oh, she's me.
Gotta love it when you accidentally into something.
I like that answer a lot. So I'm gonna change up the question. David, pick a franchise for me to answer the same question.
Cyberpunk.
I can't pick a character to remove from the entire genre of Cyberpunk. I need the video game?
Yeah, why not?
I'm not familiar with it.
Oh, okay. Then you said a genre. I mean,
no, a franchise. I said
okay.
A franchise.
And Cyberpunk is a franchise.
Well, yeah, but I'm not familiar with it. That's my answer. I don't know it.
Okay, fine. I'm going. Give me a second.
You don't have to pick one I know. Just pick one until you pick one I know. That's content.
Ooh, okay. Stargate SG-1.
Ooh, Stargate SG-1.
Who would you remove?
Daniel.
Really?
Hate him.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can see that.
I kind of want to remove the actor who plays him and put James Spader back in the role, but
I agree that would make it a lot better.
I mean, he was probably making secretary when Stargate SG-1 came out.
Oh, good.
For the youngins who don't know what that is secretary, watch it and be amazed.
If you don't know what Stargate is, watch that and enjoy it. It's classic sci-fi.
I have to say, if you want to watch 2 movies that are like I can't believe they made this in the 80s, but they made a lot of movies like this in the 80s, is Secretary and Crash with James Spader.
God, I haven't seen Crash ever.
Not the racist Crash, the other one, the earlier one, the one where they were crashing cars while having sex.
Oh, okay. Still, damn, that's a deep cut.
Yeah, I like James Spader.
I can tell.
But I'd probably Daniel. And not as a joke, like with James Spader, like the character was annoying. Especially later. I mean,
he gets a very, very actually vibe.
Yeah, replace Daniel
Yeah,
with the
he
woman who
does.
discovered the Stargate. I mean, at that point, she was knowledgeable enough to do Daniel's role.
Agreed. Like one of my favorite episodes of that whole show is one where they're stuck in the time loop.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I've never seen it.
Oh my God. Yeah, him and it's such a great if you haven't seen the series, I highly recommend the series. It's a great classic sci-fi series.
Yeah, Stargate SG-1 is good.
It spawned like 3 different other shows too. Atlantis is fun. Stargate Atlantis is fun.
It gets better after it leaves Showtime and Stargate picks it up because there were some weird things going on in the original run because they required there to be nudity in an episode because it was on Showtime.
Oh yeah.
And
God, I
so
forgot
there would
about
be
that.
these weird jammed in nudities for no reason.
I mean, the male audience loved them.
Yeah, but they didn't support the plot or anything. They were just there.
No, yeah, it's gratuitous. It's nudity for nudity's sake.
Yeah.
Gotta earn that NC-17 rating somehow, right? Or that R rating somehow.
Random boobies.
So,
I mean, I'm a firm believer, and there is never a bad time for random boobies.
Boobs are always boobs. I'm trying
yeah,
to think.
I think Daniel. Yeah,
All right.
Daniel for sure.
Pick a franchise for me then.
Oh,
Star Wars.
no. I'm gonna go
Star
better.
Wars.
Jurassic Park.
Ooh, the film or the books?
Yes.
In the books, I would get rid of Dobson and Dogson. In the movies, I would get rid of shit. I can't think of the character's name. The lawyer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think he's not needed for anything.
I mean, the T-Rex gets rid of him.
yeah, he does, but his character, he didn't need to be in the film. The only reason he was there was because he gets bitten in half.
I think that's an unpopular opinion because I think he's a very important character in the movie.
Why?
Because at first he's like, "You're spending too much money. You're spending too much money. You're spending too much money," and then he's like,
All he
"We're
does
gonna
is
be rich."
Well, yeah, he represents the investors.
Yeah.
And they want to see he's. I think Hammond puts it best. He goes, and the only one on my side is the blood-sucking lawyer.
I was gonna say the grandson.
Yeah, he's a
So
little useless. He's
fucking
pretty
annoying in the
useless, too.
movies. In the
I
books,
mean,
I liked him. He was
I don't
my
know.
favorite character.
His line reads are nowhere near as bad as the girls. It's a Unix system. I know that. Oh, come on.
They flipped the roles of the boy and the girl
Yes,
from
they
the book
did.
to the movie
Yes, they
for
did.
no reason. And
Well, I know why they did it. They wanted to empower young girls, but that's beside the point.
but she was empowered.
Well, more so.
She was interested in dinosaurs.
They wanted the little kid to look up to Dr. Grant more than they wanted the little girl to look up to
All
Dr.
it
Grant.
did
What do you want?
I bet you the reason why is they were like, we need there to be we already have a girl that's interested in dinosaurs, so we need to we need to give that role to the boy because we can't have 2 girls that are interested in dinosaurs. I bet it was more sexist than it was empowering women. Fuck that movie. Worst movie ever made. Sequel was so much better. The third one, not the second.
Oh, good God.
The Velociraptor hallucination is the best thing that has ever happened in a movie. Alan.
Oh, God.
It's the best thing that's ever happened in a movie. It is the best movie in the entire franchise. I will die on that hill.
Okay.
You could stop watching the movie after that scene, and it's
Yeah.
the best movie in the franchise.
You'd actually be better off if you do stop watching that movie after that scene.
I think the first one is the best because I read the books first, and I had one of those experiences.
Yeah.
But I mean, Lost World was okay. I mean, it was different from the books in good ways.
It was very different from the books. They completely changed the focus from the eggs to the live species, to the live capture things, and then the whole ending in San Diego
They
bullshit
stopped
thing
the
was
T-Rex
fun.
from getting loose in the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't get loose.
No.
I think that was a good change.
Yes and no.
I didn't mind it getting loose.
I mean, yeah, watching a T-Rex eat a dog in a backyard while a kid looks out the backyard at him is fun. It was funny in the theaters, but I had a friend of mine who was very, very upset by that scene because the dog got injured, and I didn't realize he was such a bleeding heart for animals. Like, it didn't really hurt the dog; they just make you think it did.
Anya, I actually had this idea before I asked you, but I knew that if we picked franchises for you, we would have been sitting here for the entire hour and a half listening to never seen it, never seen it, never seen it, never seen it. So I spared us all of that and let you pick a franchise. So Anya, I would like you to pick a franchise for David to
all right.
remove a character from.
Okay.
You might have to try a couple times because he might
Ask
not
me a
have seen the
question,
ones you picked.
Bridge Keeper. I am not afraid.
And remember, David has watched a lot of anime. If you want to pick an anime franchise.
I have watched several animes from a long time ago. Yes, I haven't. I'm not too up on the modern stuff, but I'm what you'd call an old taku.
That's good.
It's unfortunately not mine. There's an internet reviewer called Bennett the Sage who coined the phrase "old taku."
Did you watch Full Metal Alchemist?
Yes, I did.
Okay, who's your real from Full Metal Alchemist?
Yeah, I don't remember character names.
Yeah, that's the hard part is remembering the character names.
Yeah, I've seen Full Metal Alchemist, but it's been probably 10 years.
Right. Okay,
So-
that's fair. We can do something else.
I mean, I think if you were to completely remove the character of their
You're into
mom.
Dresden Files, right?
Oh, yeah, I think you're Dresden Files.
Okay, remove a character from the Dresden Files.
Completely remove a character from the Dresden Files. Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to completely remove Harry's brother.
That means nothing to me, but okay.
I don't think the fact. Well, I mean, yeah, Harry's got a brother. It's cool, but it's not. Having that not be a thing doesn't really change the series much, at least in my opinion. Brian, what do you think?
Fuck you.
Really? All right.
Thomas is awesome.
Okay.
I agree with you. I don't agree with you. I like Thomas.
Then
But
who
you're
would you
right.
remove?
You're right. He doesn't need to be there. Except the whole familiar. I mean, Harry's a fucking orphan. He needs a brother.
Right, he's
It's
a
good.
cool, right.
He's
He's
good for the
he's
plot.
a cool character, but he's not like integral
he's-
to the story.
He's also the entire idea that a monster could be redeemed, or maybe he can't because Harry has become a monster and you don't know.
Okay, fine. I'll tell you what. I have a true unpopular opinion that you're both going to hate me for. So you can completely remove Indiana Jones from Indiana Jones and the Return of the Lost Ark. You can completely remove Indiana Jones from that movie, and the outcome would have been exactly the same. Nothing would have changed.
Yeah, I saw
Not
that
a
episode of
single
Big
thing
Bang-
would have changed.
They covered it in an episode of Big Bang Theory.
I've never watched
Yeah,
more than a couple episodes of The Big Bang Theory. I've never heard this on that show.
It was brought up on that show, and
Oh.
yeah.
No, I am 100%.
I don't mean to shut down that at all because it's 100% true. I bet you Anya didn't know, but Anya's probably never seen Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I have seen Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Well, you think about it. If Indiana Jones does absolutely nothing at all, the exact same
Yeah.
thing happens.
Yeah, it's true.
The Nazis open up the Ark and they all die.
Oh yeah.
Literally, nothing.
Yeah,
he doesn't even have to be
I've heard this
in the
before.
movie.
Yeah, I've heard this
None
before.
whatsoever.
He doesn't like change anything.
No.
Yeah, he doesn't actually like affect anything.
Yeah, there is absolutely no reason for him to actually be there. It doesn't change anything.
Could you imagine the movie without it though? It's literally just you watching Nazis get the Ark and then dying.
Exactly.
Like that's the entire movie.
The entire thing. The entire thing.
If it wasn't for actually, Indy did change something. I mean, if it wasn't for Indy, it would have taken them longer to find it.
Yeah.
Again, doesn't matter. Same
Yeah.
outcome.
No, the Nazis would have been less harmful because they would have been dead sooner. Indiana literally made things.
No, Indiana
slightly
helped
worse
them
for the
find
world.
it faster.
Yeah, they would have taken them longer to find it, but they would
It
have
would have
eventually
taken
found
longer
it.
to find it if Indy wasn't there.
Belloc is not the greatest archaeologist, but he's not stupid.
I see what you're saying. Okay, so he at least made it quicker for them. Okay, so he expedited their death. That's good.
All right. You all ready for an unpopular opinion?
Go for it.
Just reboot anything you want, remake everything you want, CGI anything you want. It doesn't matter. It's fine. Don't care. And I'm not against it. I don't think it's ruining cinema. Some of the movies are good. Some of the movies are bad. That's just what movies are like. They've been remaking and adapting movies since movies existed. I mean, hell, A Star Is Born has been remade 4 times.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I mean, yeah, you are right. I think my main problem with the CGI thing isn't so much the CGI thing. I think it's because a lot of times what happens is a lot of these companies, when they do this, they're just trying to be really lazy. And so the CGI is just kind of like a lazy fix for them to just basically like reinvent old things. Just like, oh, it's
that
CGI.
really true? Or
I think these companies are, I think these companies are trying to lazily
What's your evidence?
nostalgia. What's their
The
evidence?
Asylum.
Evidence is capitalism?
Have you ever seen a movie by the production company called The
No.
Asylum?
That's not it. No, okay. The Asylum is a whole entire different thing. But Anya is talking about all movies that whenever you
I
remake
didn't
something
say all
with
movies.
CGI, it has to do with
a
laziness.
lot of these movies, when they use the CGI, I'm explicitly stating my problem with this, and I'm not saying it's in all cases. I'm explaining that a lot of times when these movies are using the CGI, it's not the CGI that I have the problem with. It's the fact that they are using it in a lazy way to repackage a story that's already been told, and they're either not telling it in a new creative way, or they're changing it in a way that's negative. Now, you might be like, that's fine. And
Okay, give me an example.
I did not enjoy the Lion King live action. I don't like most of the Disney live action.
Yeah, but how is it laziness?
I'm not saying that like the CGI is the problem. It's more of I don't really like that they
You think that remaking the movie in live action in quotes, because it's not a live action movie.
Cash grab.
Remaking the movie in quote is a way to not come up with an original idea.
Yes.
Not even that, because I think changes on it can be original. And also I think you can totally remake an old idea and change nothing about it. But if you maybe updated the art or something and you just wanted to maybe make it prettier, that's also fine. I
have a counter to your argument. Watch both versions of Aladdin back to back and tell me which one's better.
But my point is, again, it isn't the CGI, it's what is behind it. And what's behind it, I don't see these companies who are engaging in a lot of this live action remakes. I don't see them coming at this from a place of wanting to add to the artistic form. We want to bank on millennials' nostalgia.
You're saying that laziness is the wrong word. You're saying they're doing it because it's an easy cash grab. It doesn't have to do with laziness.
Yeah, I guess probably not laziness.
It's a capitalizing on a property,
right?
And they do it over and over again because it makes money.
Yeah, like Bethesda did that with fucking Skyrim.
I think that, so unpopular opinion. I already shared it, but I don't mind. Do it all you want. I like the live action Lion King. I didn't like that there wasn't songs in it, but I still enjoyed the movie quite a bit.
No, you can enjoy whatever you want. I'm just saying, like, I'm gonna see it as soulless.
I thought the live action Snow White sucked.
I didn't see that one. The live action Beauty and the Beast, I liked that.
Live action Lady and the Tramp was very good. And I watched them back to back, and I thought they were both good movies, the original and the live action one.
Somebody today told me the live action Lilo and Stitch was good.
I heard it was good, but I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Well, if you like Stitch, though, watch the new How It Should Have Ended for Superman. You seen Superman yet, Anya?
Which one?
The new one that came out not too long ago?
I haven't seen it, sadly, no.
There was a monster in the new Superman movie, and in the new How It Should Have Ended, they turned that monster into Stitch.
I mean, close enough.
It's really funny.
It's not that far off.
I thought of Stitch when I saw that monster.
Kind of do, yeah.
I'm just excited that they're already talking about the sequel to Superman. I enjoyed that movie a lot. I don't have any unpopular opinions about that, because I don't think me saying I didn't like the Zack Snyder movies isn't an unpopular opinion. I think it's just an opinion. Right. Because I think there's opinions that go in both directions.
I know. I'm trying to think of an unpopular opinion I have, like something that I'm like, this is, I'm gonna die on this hill, and other people would be like, that's really dumb or bad.
It's like saying The Last Jedi was a good movie. It's not an unpopular opinion. It's just an opinion, because I think about half the people I talk to either liked it or didn't.
Yeah,
it's just the people who didn't usually really hated it.
Yeah, I think the people that liked it just kind of like were like, oh, that was an okay movie, and then just went home.
I was disappointed that they threw out everything they introduced into it when they came out with because I thought it was good. I liked it. There was some risks and some pretty controversial things they did.
Sudden random romance turn for completely uncalled for and not set up at all romance turn. Like, wait, what the fuck?
I thought I wanted to see what was gonna happen, but we didn't get that because we got a thrown together finale. Yeah, I mean, popular opinion, the last Star Wars sequel wasn't great.
I do love that
the last movie. Yeah, a lot of people didn't like that.
I do love that the movie number 8 was literally just Empire Strikes Back in reverse, set piece wise.
I mean, if I was going to,
it ended on a white planet with a fight in the trenches.
If I was going to change things around in the sequels, I would have had no Rey in the movie at all. But I think the movie should have been about Finn joining the rebellion.
100%.
And, a partnership between Poe and Finn. And then you could have some Jedi stuff show up and have there be a look for Skywalker. I think that that should have been a point, but there and nobody in the main cast in the first movie should be a Jedi. I think that should have been saved for the original Star Wars. Give us a hero in the Star Wars series that's not a Jedi. I think that's fine. I mean, you can totally have Jedis as supporting characters and villains.
Oh yeah. No, some of my favorite characters in the entire Star Wars universe are not Jedi.
But
A lot of my favorite characters are droids.
I'm really having a hard time thinking of an opinion that I have that's like unpopular.
Who's your favorite droid, Brian?
That droid from the Han Solo movie. I can't think of the name, but I really love that droid.
Okay.
The one that's personality got fused with the Millennium Falcon.
Right.
Oh my-
Yeah, I get you. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think that was the best part of that movie. I don't think that was a bad movie.
No, I don't think it was either.
I had a lot of fun watching it. I think explaining why his last name was Solo didn't need to be in the movie at all, but I don't think that ruined the movie for me.
I don't think it ruined the movie either, but yeah, it was definitely not needed.
Also, logistically is a nightmare because they would have used a different thing for his surname. They would have had a like designated thing. They wouldn't have been Solo. It would have been,
Really?
no, it would have been like NA something, and it would have had like a regional classification.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, because the big thing about the Empire was their bureaucracy, and there would have been like a set code. It wouldn't have been just Solo.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
because they would have the whole point he was applying, so they would be giving him some kind of classification if he didn't have a surname. It would be similar to Game of Thrones where he would get a name, but it would be part of their bureaucracy. Like there would be a reason he would get that name, and it would be like, it probably would include the name of the planet he was from or something.
Yep. The Star Wars version of Smith.
Yeah. That Han Snow.
Ha!
Han Snow.
You know nothing, Han Solo.
I mean, hell, Luke was an orphan. He would have been Luke Sand.
He technically yes, but
That would have really pissed off Vader.
This is probably just an opinion to be like Star Trek's better than Star Wars. Yeah, that's just an opinion.
it is. But I mean, personally, I think they're both great for their own reasons.
I think
Star
they're
Wars does what
different.
Star Trek doesn't, and vice versa.
Yeah,
I think they're
I agree with
comparable.
David.
I think they're comparable and not comparable at the same time, but also Star Wars is a dystopia and Star Trek is a utopia.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's an entire
Well-
there are going to be people who don't like dystopias, and there's going to be people who don't like a utopia.
Yeah.
Utopia is an experimental story format. It's not good. It's not normal. I mean, that's the most fantasy thing about Star Trek is the utopia aspect of it, because it's a wish fulfillment thing of Gene
So
Roddenberry.
I actually had a really interesting idea that I was going to write a while back of a story idea of basically a perspective of a character in a utopia, and yeah, it was. I thought it was. I had like a whole thing. I don't know if you guys want to know more.
If you want to get into existential horror, talk about a utopia that removed aging.
Remove teaching? Oh, gee. Aging. Oh, God. That's
Immortal.
that's terrifying.
It gets.
Oh, what was the name of
existentially
that movie where everyone had a clock on their arm, and when their time ran out, they died? What the fuck was the name of that movie?
Oh,
Pirates of the Caribbean.
No. Yes.
Oh my God. I know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah. Great movie.
White Collar.
Was it White Collar?
No, I'm just throwing out.
He's being an
names.
asshole. Just
No,
talking
I'm
out
not.
random
I'm
names.
throwing out names of properties that the actors that were in that movie were also in, because I
Oh.
can't think of it. Because Matt Bomer was in that. Justin Timberlake was in that. I know those things, but I don't know the name of the movie. It was something about time.
It's called In Time.
In time.
Yeah, great movie.
Yeah, currency is time.
Brought new
That
meaning
was
to
a-
the term clean his clock.
Yeah, that's one of those things where the concept is ridiculous, but it worked.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a metaphorical concept.
God, it was 2011. Fuck, I'm old. All right. Yeah, that one was a fun. It's a
The
fun,
aughts, and the late aughts, they were a good time for movies.
mhm.
Speaking of
Just an
Star Trek,
opinion.
I really love Strange New Worlds. I don't know if that's a bad take or whatever, but I really like it.
I'm 2 episodes away from the last one, I think. I'm a little behind. I've watched some stuff though. I thought the worst one so far was the one where they turned into Vulcans.
I didn't see that episode yet. I haven't seen that. I have to watch that one, but I heard a lot of people complaining about it online.
There's an episode, I don't remember the name of it, but one of the episodes has the TARDIS in it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm not making this up.
Yeah, I've been liking it. I thought it was pretty good.
Did you hear that, Anya?
Actually, my daughter was being really loud.
Okay, one of the episodes of Strange New Worlds has the TARDIS in it.
Which episode is
Huh.
that one?
I can't remember the name of it.
Do you actually get to meet the Doctor?
Snake eating its tail, something like that.
Snake eating its tail. Okay, I'll check that out.
I haven't watched Brave New World, so I have no idea.
It was the one where they encounter the scavenger ship. And
Okay.
yeah, inside the scavenger ship, the TARDIS is a thing that shows up.
Oh, I think yes. No. I saw that because I pointed it out and I mentioned it to Grim. Yes, I was like, that's the TARDIS. And Grim's like, okay.
Did the ship remind you of like Warhammer 40K?
Yeah, kind of get the 40K vibes.
I was like, as soon as they showed the front of the ship, I was like, nah, it doesn't work. It's too, it's so stupid looking. It looked like a Warhammer 40K ship. It had a big ass skull on the front, and it was in Star Trek. It's a weird thing.
Yeah, it was so goofy. There's been a few goofy episodes. Like there's like a space zombie episode.
With Star Trek, there's always goofy episodes. It's half the fun of Star Trek.
So this isn't an unpopular opinion. I've shared it on the podcast before, but I will share something that could have changed the finale of a show that could have made that show 1 billion times better.
All right.
Star Trek Enterprise.
Never actually watched all of it. So
well, you know that Scott Bakula played the captain, Archer, and you know that you just through osmosis, you know that they ended it with as a Star Trek Next Generation episode.
I didn't know that, actually. Interesting.
Yeah, the end of Star Trek Enterprise is a holodeck thing. They basically have the events that happening are Riker in the holodeck trying to make a decision that he made in a Star Trek Enterprise, a Star Trek Next Generation episode. And it was like an older episode, like it was a big and it was like how he made that decision.
Interesting.
And it kind of removed the agency of the show, and it was a bad way of having a finale of just saying this show didn't matter. It was just part that. The finale is just part of Star Trek Next
Almost
Generation.
sounds like Frakes just wanting his vanity project to get in the way.
He directed it.
That's what I'm saying. It sounds like a vanity project by Frakes.
Yeah. My opinion of how they should have ended Star Trek Enterprise is the last episode of Star Trek Enterprise. Hold on 1 second. I need to look up a piece of information to make this sound right. Dean Stockwell should have just walked out of the wall and said, "Okay, you did it, Sam. You can leave now." And they should have showed that Archer never looked in a mirror in the entire series. He looks in the mirror, and it's freaking it's a different actor.
That's funny. Big joke. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's how Enterprise should have ended. And if they knew they were being canceled, they had nothing to lose. That's how Enterprise should have ended. They would have had to have gotten permission from Belisario, but still.
I still think one of the best endings to any TV show I've ever seen is the ending of fucking Newhart.
Yeah.
When he wakes up in bed and the Bob Newhart shows with his whole life from that show. I just had a terrible nightmare.
They filmed a similar ending to Breaking Bad, and it's on the DVD, but they didn't use it in the show.
I've seen that. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, they did a fake ending of Breaking Bad. I'm saying this even though David knows, so listeners can hear it. Where he wakes up and he's the dad from Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah, he wakes up in the
actually got Kaznarak to come back and play his wife. It's just crazy.
Yeah, he wakes up in bed.
It was a terrible dream. I was a drug dealer in Albuquerque.
Classic. So good. Especially if no one expects it. It's a great way to just red herring your way out of an ending.
It's on the DVD.
I know. Oh, it's so good.
I love that they actually did it. Sometimes on shows, they'll actually go through the trouble of filming a scene like that just because it entertains the cast and crew.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's nice that sometimes they end up on the DVD.
Yeah. The Office used to do stuff like that all the time, too.
There was an episode of ER where George Clooney pranked a bunch of people they were doing a baby, and when the baby was born, it was a freaking alien monster. Like they'd borrowed a special effect, and it was like really scary looking. And I mean, Clooney. They went all out. Like they put gore on it.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Yeah,
Clooney's notorious for his practical jokes, so
you can watch it. You can watch the prank, and I mean, people are really scared.
Oh, like especially if you don't expect a human baby, rubber baby to be used, and it's god.
I mean, when you're acting, there's you know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And if anything happens different than what you're expecting, it's gonna throw you off.
Oh yeah. Well, it's like, the scene in Alien with the chest
Yeah,
burster.
yeah.
They didn't tell the cast that was going to happen. The only people that
They
knew that was going to
didn't?
happen were the directors, the camera guy, and the actor himself. None of the rest of the people there had any idea that was going to happen. Those reactions were genuine.
Oh my god.
That's what made that scene
Jesus.
so glorious.
In Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, not Multiverse of Madness, just Doctor Strange. The first Doctor Strange, when he goes to the hospital and meets with his friend, I can't think the names, meets with the other doctor, and she saves his life, and then he leaves. When he leaves in the portal, a broom fell down, and that was just an accident, but the director thought it was really great how the actress reacted to the broom falling down and left
it. Yeah, that's the beauty of things. It's really hard to get those kinds of reactions when they're not spontaneous because they're difficult to pull off. So when you can do it like that, it's great. Like I said, the aliens thing, yeah, those reactions were real because no one knew that was coming.
So I'm going to talk about some opinions that kind of skirt on unpopular opinion.
All right.
We all know that it's a fact that superhero fatigue is a thing. There are a lot of people who don't watch the MCU anymore. There are some people who do because they're completionists. I skipped Thunderbolts, and then I heard it was good, so I watched Thunderbolts, and it was good. But I watched Fantastic Four because I was a fan of the comics, and I had to see it.
It's pretty good, actually.
It was very good. It was very good. It was unexpected. It was.
I had no idea it was a period piece.
Yeah, a period piece in an alternate dimension.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah. What really shocked me is it was the specific Marvel alternate dimension that we've gone to several times to get information for the show. So it was just a big coincidence and a good bonus for us.
Yeah. Well, my friend Grant saw it. And apparently, the Galactus is amazing. They did him great justice in the movie the way they introduced him.
It was good, and they also had an homage to the Cloud. Because in the first Fantastic Four movie, and I don't count the Corman one, but the first Fantastic Four movie where Galactus was the Rise of the Silver Surfer, the second one, where Galactus was just a space cloud. When Galactus first shows up, there's a space cloud, but then Galactus pops out.
Yeah.
No, I thought Galactus was good. And I thought the movie was very creative. I liked how it was subdued. It had action in it, but it was mostly subdued.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That was one thing that got me so out of superhero movies was they were just, action scenes for action scenes' sake. They weren't there for any particular reason other than we should need an action scene right here. Let's blow something up.
They held back quite a bit. They really did. Your first dose of action in the movie is some flashbacks, and then you don't get real action for quite a while.
Actually, yeah, until Superman, the last superhero movie I had seen was Deadpool and Wolverine.
Well, that's not too long of a wait.
No, but I hadn't really seen any. I kind of stopped watching Marvel. God,
yeah,
I want to say the end of Tier 2, or the end of Phase 2, or whatever the hell they call it.
after Endgame.
Right around the end of right around Endgame. That's when I pretty gave up Marvel movies.
I think I stopped at the end of the Endgame. Yeah,
I've seen pretty much everything. I did skip Echo. I did skip
I completely
Captain America, the newest one, the Brave New World.
Haven't bothered. I haven't seen.
I haven't watched Daredevil Born Again.
Nope. I mean, to be fair, I never watched Civil War. So,
but I watch all the What Ifs. I like those. It's
we
animated.
Did see Blue Beetle. We did see Blue Beetle.
I didn't see Blue Beetle. It's not Marvel, but still didn't see Blue Beetle.
I just meant hero movies. I was just listening to different hero movies, and I think that was the last time I saw a hero movie with Blue Beetle.
Oh, this isn't an unpopular opinion, but it is going to shock. I never saw Man of Steel. I never saw Batman v Superman. I never saw the Justice League movie.
That's crazy. No, that is kind of shocking to me, actually.
Yeah.
Secret Time? I never saw any of them either.
Yeah.
Also, Secret Time? I also never saw any of them.
But I thought it would surprise you that I haven't.
Yeah, we call ourselves nerds.
But I have watched all the Suicide Squad movies. I thought I was gonna watch Man of Steel, and I just didn't get around to it. And then I saw that Suicide Squad movie and was like, I'm not gonna watch any more DC movies. This was off.
I saw the previews for the first Suicide Squad movie. I was like, yeah, this is terrible. Nope. And I never saw that one.
I didn't watch anything. And then I watched Shazam because it was highly recommended to me, and I enjoyed it. It didn't seem part of any of that at all. Seemed completely different. Also, it had to do with I like Zach Levi.
Yeah, Shazam was fun, especially when we had what's his name, the kid that was in it, on as a guest that one time. That was cool.
Yeah, we're invested. We're biased. We had a guest from it. I don't remember his name, and I apologize to you. And I remember he played Pablo.
Yeah, we'd have to go back into the archives and find the episode he was on.
Or I could.
It was
Google
one of the. It was like around episode 100-ish. It was one of the. I was on it, so it was after episode 100. I can tell you that much. Yep, that's how terrible we are. We don't even know our own episode number.
We're professionals.
Well, we are coming up on number 300 soon, so it's we are on the march to 300.
We've been doing this for so long.
Jovan Armand.
That was it.
Or Jovan. I don't remember. Jovan.
We called him Jovan. At least that's how he introduced himself. That was
Jovan.
fun.
Yeah, it was Jovan.
And he said he was going to come back. Bastard never heard from him again.
We didn't reach out either.
I know.
Mean, he was a good guest, but we get busy. He's been busy. He's been in a bunch of movies.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm not trying to say anything negative about the guy. Honestly, it's amazing the fact that we had him on the first time. That was great. I don't even remember the circumstances that brought that to
Your friend knows his mom.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Shit. Forgot about that. Yeah.
That was a cool thing.
Yeah.
We somehow come to know people.
Mm-hmm.
Unpopular opinion. I'm going to talk a little bit in code here. And this is mostly, I don't think Anya will remember. She might, but David will definitely remember.
Probably. We'll see.
One of my favorite episodes of the show doesn't exist on SoundCloud because we deleted it because the person that was on it got canceled.
Yeah.
And it's a shame because that episode was one of the best episodes we ever did.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I don't. Please tell me. I can't remember off the top of my head. I
will put it in chat.
Sure.
Because we have left this as a mystery for a long time and only a few people know about it.
Fair enough. Yeah, I don't even remember it. So
were you on that one?
I don't remember.
I don't know if you were. I don't know what episode number it was.
This might have been before David. This might have been
I think Mikey was there.
Yeah, I think Mikey was there. I know I was there.
Yeah, Mikey was there. Mikey and I haven't been on very many episodes together, so frankly, I don't think I was a host at that time. So,
oh my gosh, we are so out of time. We gotta cut and go to our bonus episode.
That kind of got away from us, didn't it? Yeah. I love it when conversations do that.
So, no, this is a good topic. It was really good. Unpopular opinion. I am really happy that the extra dimensional portal gave us access to this information. And, popular opinion, we should bring back Tales from the Extra Dimensional Portal for at least a little while until we get bored with it again.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Awkward improv fun is always great.
Unpopular opinion, fuck summer. Fuck summer. I hate that we're brainwashed as kids to
I'm
worship
from the
summer.
desert. I'm okay with that opinion.
Fuck summer.
People ask me why I moved to a rainy city, and I say for the weather.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I know. I would love that.
I hate that as children we are brainwashed into worshiping the hottest months of the year. I hate it.
I will tell you, people who grew up in the Midwest, if you grew up like fantasizing about going to California, there's some really cool things in California, but the fact that it gets so blisteringly hot.
There are some cool things, but it's mostly warm things in California.
If you're wealthy enough to be a snowbird, California is really cool.
Yeah. You pay the money for the nice weather. The problem is the nice weather is always a little on the warm side.
So, thank you, David. Thank you,
and
Anya.
the places where the weather is nice all year round tend to be very expensive. Like there are places in California where the weather is relatively around that like 60 to 80 degree range most year round, but those places are very expensive.
I live in one of them. We've just been on an excessive heat kick lately. Anyways, Brian's trying to wrap up, so let's. I can see the impatient dance he's doing.
If you want to see the wrap up dance, you can go to. This has been Nerd Podcast Radio. Stay nerdy. Stay informed. Stay awesome.
Stay awesome.
Awesome.
Thanks for listening to our nerd show. Podcast Radio.